Hello everyone, my name is Heather Autumn and welcome to my channel. So this morning we had our first of the year flurries. I can kind of see them. I don't know if the camera can. It's really, really light. It definitely looks like snow with these grayish kind of clouds behind me, and it's cold for sure. I decided to take a walk to my local supermarket to get some items because I'm going to show you guys how to make an Italian hot chocolate. And if you've never had an Italian hot chocolate before, this is going to knock Swiss Miss out of the park. I'm sorry. Italian hot chocolate is like thick and creamy, and it's just exactly what you would imagine a luxurious hot chocolate to be. So I'm going to show you how to make that. And I'm also going to show you how to make a Christmas themed, what they call puppy chow or a trail mix. Just something to have when you're watching Christmas movies and sipping on this luxurious hot chocolate. I'm going to head to the store and show you a little bit about this New England weather. Okay, so I am back home, and I have to say it's so nice to take a walk instead of driving everywhere. And then on my way home, I bumped into this tuxedo cat, and he was so cute and he was super chonky, but his name was Bartholomew. And I don't know, I feel like little interactions like that make going outside and just taking a walk so much better. But now that we're home, let's get started in cooking this festive holiday puppy chow. Now, if you're one of those people that likes to have everything written out, just click the link in the description below. It'll take you to my blog, and there I'll have everything written out and all the steps that are required to make these items. All right, so for our Christmas puppy chow, the original recipe was monstrous. Like, it was for a party of people. So I definitely lowered the ratio measurements of all of the items. And if you are making this for a party, just double what I had and you pretty much have the original recipe. So what we're gonna start off with is 2 cups of pretzels, followed by 1 cup of lightly salted cocktail peanuts. Next, you're gonna want 2 cups of Cheerios. Feel free to substitute Honey Nut Cheerios if you prefer it. I personally kind of just like the regular Cheerios, so that's what I used. And next, you're gonna add in 3 cups of rice Chex Mix, though you can also use corn Chex Mix if that's your thing. All right, so now we're gonna melt our binder, which is 1.5 bags of our white chocolate chips. It also might say white cream. Both of those are the same thing. They'll work just as well. And while you can definitely melt chocolate in the microwave, I've found that it's really easy to burn and it causes the chocolate to seize, which is to harden up. I personally would just go with the double boiler method. And what that is you take a pot, you fill it with water, and you slowly bring that to boil with a heat-resistant bowl over it. And into that, I'm gonna pour in my white chocolate chips, and I'm gonna slowly melt them over that heat. That way you don't run the risk of it seizing, and you can also control how fast it melts. All right, so next up, you're gonna take that white chocolate and you're gonna pour it over your pretzel, cereal, peanut thing mix. chips, and you're gonna mix that together. I personally like to use my hands with that. You can use a spoon, but I just put on gloves. Just be careful not to get burned, as that white chocolate is hot. So after it's been mixed a while and cooled down just a little bit, you're gonna add in your Christmas M&Ms. Now these can be plain M&Ms. I opted for the ones that have peanuts in them, and then I mixed it some more, and I laid it out on a parchment lined baking sheet. And then what I did is I popped it into my freezer right here and just let it cool down and kind of harden up. Once that's done cooling off, you can break it up with your hands and either put it in a giant bowl, or for me, because there was still a lot there, I actually put it in a Ziploc bag, and I just put what I wasn't gonna eat today away in a freezer. All right, so now for this Italian hot chocolate. So the first time I had this, I believe I was at a place called the Thinking Cup, and it's sold in like these little cups, and I thought I was getting ripped off. And when I took a sip of it, I was like, oh, this is not like a normal hot chocolate. It was so rich and creamy. So I was stoked when I found this recipe, and I can't wait to share it with you. So this makes 2 servings, but of course, if you want to increase that, just double the recipe. But what you're gonna need for this recipe is a small sauce pot, and to that you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of confectioner's or powdered sugar. They go by both names, so if you get either of those, you're good. 2 to 3 teaspoons of cornstarch. Now to that mixture, you're gonna add in a cup and a half of whole milk. Now once again, I usually go for skim milk, but for this recipe, I actually will go out and buy whole milk special just for it. So now you're gonna wanna whisk that all together, making sure that that cornstarch is fully like mixed in. Next, you're gonna add about 50 grams or about 1/4 of a cup of dark chocolate chips. And this is gonna be around 60% dark chocolate. And then you're gonna go and set your heat on anywhere from medium to low and slowly warm up that mixture while continuing to whisk. So you wanna keep stirring continuously until it thickens and it has this really creamy texture. All right, so that's it. So now I'm gonna go and give these a try. I love this mug. I got it from a place called Anthropology just years ago. And I also got a bowl that went with it. The colors made me happy. I like the design. So my whipped cream is melted a little bit. It's very hot, but I'm gonna give it a try. I keep learning recipes that I have no business knowing, and this is one of them. The next time you're craving chocolate, especially like hot, warm chocolate, try this recipe. It does take a little bit of time to make, but I actually want to say this mug is too big. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this because it is so thick and creamy, kind of like how cheesecake is, in that you can only have a little bit because it's so rich. This is like that. It has like this intense chocolate flavor. Like anything that you make with Swiss Miss from now on, after having this, is gonna taste like watered down. Between the whole milk and all of that chocolate that went in there, and then you kind of cook it until it's almost like very silky, thick consistency. You can add marshmallows if you don't like whipped cream, but I don't know how to explain it except to say that in my book, this is like the ultimate hot chocolate. All right, so our puppy chow has set up. I did have to put it in the freezer just to get it firmed up, but this is the end result. I put it in this little cup, but if you're having like a party and you need like some cute little side snack, this would easily fill up a very large bowl. But yeah, in the end, you get these cute little nuggets of just goodness. It's white chocolate and all of those different kinds of things that we put in there. I feel like the combination of this Christmas puppy chow and this Italian hot chocolate is setting up for a really beautiful like evening in where you're watching Christmas movies or holiday films and you're sending out holiday cards or wrapping gifts or decorating the tree. Like this stuff is ideal finger food for just munching throughout the day. It's not a meal, it's not anything intense. It's a fun holiday snack and actually not too hard to put together. So I hope you enjoyed the little walk and shopping trip. I am trying to get out more. I also hope you enjoyed seeing Bartholomew, the cat that I met, as well as these recipes. I hope that they bring warmth and sweetness into your house and get you into that holiday spirit. So once again, if you really enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, or drop a comment letting me know what you think. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and it got you into the holiday spirit. So stay warm and I will see you next weekend with a new episode. All right, bye.